to have that throw, your first throw, be the one that wins it all?
Yeah, it was pretty cool. Obviously, throws like that don't happen often, and to do it on my first one was pretty cool. I just went in calm, hit my cues. Me and my coach, Brian Bedard, we have tons of trust, and that's exactly what we did.
With your reputation and your resume, you don't really have to announce your presence, but you kind of did with that. Did you feel that have an effect, that throw, or did it just have more of an effect for you?
I think it just had more of an effect for me. I think it meant more to me to do it, obviously, on the first one, but then to kind of start off the competition strong. And yeah, a lot of the other ladies responded. It was awesome.
Today looks easy, but explain why it wasn't, the journey from start to where you finished.
Yeah, there was a ton of emotions. I've won before indoor. It's taken a while to get back to number one again. A lot of emotions, very, very happy, a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication, a lot of trust, like I said, with my coach, and then just executing and not thinking, not overthinking, not doing too much. And that's what we did.
That was one of the things that Brian talked about. He thought you smiled more today than he's seen you smile in competition before. That's been something you've kind of been working on.
Yeah.
And the last thing he told you before you went out to throw your first throw was have fun.
Yeah.
How much did that matter to you today that you were able to smile and have the joy in competition?
Oh, it was awesome. I mean, sometimes I get a little too serious. There's a time and place for that, but I think I decided today, like my last collegiate meet, I'm gonna just have fun, trust the process, and get it done.
When you put it that way, your last collegiate meet, you know that, and it's. How hard is it to not to think about it and let that maybe overwhelm you and just allow yourself to perform the way you did?
Usually I would have.
Yeah.
The old Maya, less mature Maya would have done that. But 5 years doing this and a lot of ups and downs, a lot of hard work. It just honestly that didn't affect me at all. I actually came in here and I was like, I'm gonna do this thing. I walked in here with confidence. I was calm, and I hit my cues.
Mike, can you talk? Sorry, I came in late, so I might have missed this. But can you talk a little bit about, I guess, the emotions of, you hit the big one on your first one, but then you weren't able to improve, and nobody was able to pass you either. So, as the competition was progressing, were you feeling more comfortable, I guess, as it went along, or were you kind of on edge, anyone can kind of go ahead of me at any moment?
Yeah, I don't think comfortable would be the word. I think everybody knows that anything can happen in field events. I mean, there's a ton of six round, PRs that happen, and so no, comfortable is not something that we had talked about when I had ran over to Bedard. We were still trying to find that big one to really secure ourselves. It didn't happen today, but obviously still threw. I was the only woman to throw 19 meters today, so. It worked.
How nice is that? Because he did say in the lead up to practice, you've been throwing 19.3 regular. He kept waiting for that big one. You said you did. But to know that you have a national championship in your bank when you probably don't feel like you threw your best throw.
Yeah, I mean that's kind of cool because I got I have more to give.
Yeah.
There's more there. We know that this isn't it for me. I've thrown 1960 this year, numerous 19s, so that's no surprise. But yeah, we were hoping for something bigger, but it just didn't happen today.
It doesn't matter though when you get that though, right?
It doesn't matter. No,
Yeah.
no.
When you think about your legacy at CSU, have you had time to contemplate? You're the second two-time national champion. You're the first person in program history to win an indoor and an outdoor national championship. Do those things mean anything to you yet?
I don't think it's set in yet, but I am very, very happy with the progress that I've made at CSU, and honestly, I would not be where I am without Brian Bedard. Obviously, family and teammates, but 100% this goes to my coach and a lot of ups and downs that we've had together and worked through together. We have the best relationship, and I honestly owe it to him.
That's my last question for you. How long did it take you to kind of build that trust with Bedard and put your career in his hands?
I don't think it took long. He's got a good sense of humor, and so do I. Sometimes we take it too far, but no, it's great. Our personalities match up beautifully, and I could not ask for a better coach. So
when do you start thinking about what's next?
Well, I'm gonna go celebrate with my family in Bedard, and yeah, there's more to come, but we'll see.
Yeah. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you guys.